Hey, Tubies! It's Psychic Bob. Well, look where I am. Psychic Bob's back home. I had such a good time this last few days visiting with my mom. It was a lot of fun. You know, whenever you go to mom's, you know, you get spoiled. Like she makes all my favorite food and says, oh, I have to do your laundry. I said, Mom, I'm old enough. I do my own laundry. No, you have to let Mom do it. It was so much fun. Anyways, I want to say thank you to all of you who came out to my recent videos while I was down there. Yesterday we had, our travel magic video, and that was a lot of fun. And, today here it is. It's Monday, and it's time for horoscopes. And, like I say, if you want to have some fun in your life, come hang with Psychic Bob, because I hang with the stars. Okay, maybe not all the stars, but I got my stars back here. Anyways, today we're going to do horoscopes. But also before I get into that, a lot of you are asking me, say, wait, Bob, I don't understand. You have books out. How do I get them? I don't see them on your YouTube channel. Okay, what you have to do if you want to buy my books, this is my recent book, by the way, Psychic Bob's Book of Wiccan Wisdom. Isn't that cool? I did design that pinnacle on the front. What you want to do is go over to my website. I'll put the link in the info box below at www.robert-hickman.com. Go in the info box below, and there's a link there to my website. When you go to my website, up at the top of the screen, there are going to be different tabs after you enter the site. One will say bookstore or books. I forget what it says. I think it says bookstore. And you click on that, and that'll put you in the listing, and you can see all my books and purchase them, okay? So this is my latest book, Psychic Bob's Book of Wiccan Wisdom. I did all the artwork in this book. Isn't that fun? So this is about my soul journey as a Wiccan and things I've learned along the way. And I think it's something you'll really enjoy. So, you might want to pick up a copy of that and pick up one for a friend. I also have a spell book over there. Oops, let's see where I put that. Here, I'll show you that. This is a picture of my other book, which I can't find around here. I've moved it somewhere. Psychic Bob's Book of Spells. That also you can get over there as well. So make it a twin pack. Buy both of them. You guys are the best. Thank you for being here. Well, here it is Monday. I'm going to spin around our big Zodiac wheel. Now, everybody listening today, you are going to get a private horoscope for you. So listen up. But before we get into that, I wanted to give kind of a psychic snapshot, an overview of what's going on in the Zodiac this week. Okay? Now, these readings, these horoscopes, all of this information is for the period of Monday, May 1st to Sunday, May 7th, 2017. Okay, so everything we talk about in this video is for that time block, okay? Now, if you don't know your Zodiac sign, don't worry, because when I get to the horoscopes, I'm going to give the Zodiac sign and then the birth date range. So, you can listen up when you hear your birth date range. That'll be your sign, okay? All right, well, what's going on? What is going on? I mean, I tell you, I've been watching all the charts and the stars. By the way, last night I saw the most beautiful moon. I went out under the crescent moon. It was beautiful. We have a waxing moon. It was so beautiful. It's very witchy right now, so definitely go ahead and check out the moon tonight. All right, well, we're today starting off our new week. This is Monday, and today our sun is in Taurus. I love that Taurus energy. That is grounding earth energy. It brings prosperity. It brings blessing. Our moon today is in Cancer, which means that people may be feeling a little emotional, maybe a little quiet, a little inward. Our moon later tonight around 12 after 11 p.m. is going to move into Leo, and so the energy will shift into a fire sign for our moon later tonight. But most of the day, it's probably better just to kind of stay a little quiet, stay within yourself. I say this because today is going to be a challenging day with communications. Our moon is square Mercury, which also is in retrograde, so that's a double challenge there. It means it's going to be hard to communicate with people. But again, as I said, Cancer sign tends to encourage us to stay within ourselves. So don't try to go out and put on a big boisterous show. Not going to work, okay? Our moon is also square Uranus, which means that people's quirkiness and zaniness could take a negative spin. Instead of just being a little, crazy acting, they may go literally mental and be very hostile. Not necessarily always hostile, but it's definitely an energy with the combination with that Mercury retrograde and being square, and Uranus means things go crazy. Try to avoid today getting into try to start any new business deals or try to, push on agendas. Probably not going to happen today. Today is a better day if you can. Just take off work and have a retreat. But if you do have to go into the office, try to just keep your calm today, okay? Now, Tuesday is also an interesting day because we've got our moon in Leo at that time. That's that firepower. We also have our moon trine Venus. Venus is the love planet that brings out the sensual self and the feeling sexy and looking good and flirtation. And with that moon sextile Mars, that Martian energy brings in flirtation. So, I would say tomorrow is the day to kind of have some fun, flirtation, a little romance fun. Now, the challenge is that our sun is square the moon tomorrow. And the moon highlights our inner self. With the sun squared, it means it may be difficult to get a read on people's emotions. So you might feel like, wow, they seem to be giving all the signs, and then you're not sure. So don't worry about it. Just kind of keep tomorrow light, have some fun, have some flirtation. And later in the week, you can start really more seriously evaluating that. But, wear your best clothes, have fun, have a little flair. That's what Tuesday's going to be about, May 2nd, okay? Now, on the 3rd, which is Wednesday this week, we have an interesting alignment here. This is going to be the big business day. We've got our moon in Leo, which is fire sign. We've got our moon sextile Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of blessings, especially prosperity. Our moon is trine Mercury, which means that communications is starting to open with the blessings of Jupiter combined. Money talk will take you somewhere tomorrow. And then our sun, interestingly, is sextile Neptune, which means that inner voice. Neptune is our psychic planet, brings our psychic wisdom out. And then we have the moon trine Saturn, which is a favorable aspect on Wednesday. And so what it means is that trust your inner voice, particularly in business and in money matters, and it will lead you to success, okay? Saturn is the planet of wisdom, and with that Neptune influence, it means your inner light brings true wisdom, and that Jupiter influence will push things forward on a money front. So if you're looking for a new job this week, if you're trying to start a business or close a deal, this Wednesday, the 3rd, is really your power day for that, okay? Very good. Now, when we get into Thursday here, we have some interesting transits as well. Thursday is probably going to be our most challenging day of the week. Our moon moves into Scorpio early in the morning, 4:47 a.m. Now, these are Eastern times, so you may have to adjust the time. But early in the morning, at least for Eastern people, 4:47 a.m., moves into Scorpio. We also have our moon square Mars. This is a challenging aspect. Scorpio tends to make people secretive and reclusive. That moon square Mars brings out aggressive tendencies. So people may have a tough time connecting or understanding each other. This alignment can promote people that are aggressive, pushing hidden agendas and being a little underhanded. So be very careful, particularly Thursday on the 4th, in your business dealings. In fact, I would try to avoid doing business and just kind of have a reclusive day as much as you can on that day, okay? Now, but don't worry, because on Friday, everything shifts, okay? Our moon moves into Virgo. Virgo is very much a logic-oriented sign, very much an earth sign. That's great for business opportunities. Our moon that day is in opposition to Neptune, which means psychically you may not feel in tune with yourself. But the good thing is that our moon is trine Pluto. Pluto brings long-term visions, okay? And our sun is trine our moon, which means that you'll feel better with your inner self on Friday the 5th. Now, what it means with that Virgo moon, it means on Friday, stick to the facts. In business, don't go out on a lot of speculation. Even though you've got the moon trine Pluto for long-term vision, follow the long-term vision, at least for Friday, in any negotiations or discussions based on the facts. The facts on paper will be what gets you through Friday. So if you're going for a loan, don't appeal to the loan officer like, well, I'm a good person, you know, you really like me and you can trust me. No, they're not going to hear that. Say, here's my credit history. Here's what I'm doing. Here's, you know, what I can come up with. Boom, boom, boom. Stick to the facts. You'll have a breakthrough on Friday with money, okay? All right, Saturday, we have our Virgo moon. Now, in the afternoon, right after lunch, around 1:20, it moves into Libra. I like Libra because Libra is the friendship sign of the zodiac. It means everybody's going to feel friendly that day. Our moon, interestingly, is in opposition to Venus, which means that you may not feel so good about yourself. You may feel challenged in romance. So it may not be the strongest day for romance, but Saturday is more about getting outside of yourself, looking to what others need, and being of service. It's a great day for volunteer work and connecting with others. So focus on friendship on Friday. Get outside of yourself and your issues and put that energy into others. You'll have a rockin' Saturday. And you know that energy, that moon of Libra, moves into Sunday as well. Sunday's going to be another good business day. Now, normally people are off on Sundays, but it's a good day to follow up on business partnerships. We have, as I said, our moon in Libra. We also have our moon trine Mars. That's firepower, but in a favorable aspect. And our moon is in, let's see, it's aspecting Jupiter in a favorable light. That's, again, the money planet. So there's power to get things going. There's power for mergers, power for friendship, power for partnership. So definitely keep Sunday as a possible business day for you as well, okay? So there's our little psychic snapshot. Now, we are going to go around our big zodiac wheel. I'm going to give individual horoscopes for everybody listening. Now, this is going to be from Monday, May 1st through Sunday, May 7th. 2017. Now, just to answer a question I keep getting asked, people say, Bob, where do you get your horoscopes from? These are my own unique horoscopes. They're created by me and copyrighted by me. I study the transits each week, and I put together the individual horoscopes. So you won't get them anywhere else but here at Spirit Channel, okay? So listen up. I'm going to go through the whole wheel so everybody listening gets a reading. I will give the birth dates after each zodiac sign, and when you hear the sign that has your birth date range fall in it, that's your sign, okay? All right, well, let's spin around our wheel here. Excuse me, Psychic Bob's losing his voice here. You know, I was traveling on the train today, and I swear it's like the air on trains seems dries up my voice, my throat. Anyway, so bear with Bob's raspy voice. All right, our first sign today is Aries. That's March 21st to April 20th. Aries, this week for you is the week to seize the reins and take charge of things. Aries will find, particularly in the career area, that if they focus on their goals of particularly growth, of career advancement, they're going to have an awesome time. Aries, you want to be careful in the relationship area this week because you're going to find that, you know, you can't seize power there. People will think you're aggressive and not like you. So you're going to have to shift your tone to a more soft tone this week, but you still have influence and power, but it's how you approach it that's going to be important. So in business, you can be a little aggressive in a good way. And in romance, be very gentle this week, and you'll have a much better week. Also highlighted for Aries this week are issues connected to investment banking. So if you've been wanting to buy stocks, buy 401k, start 401k, anything retirement accounts, put some focus on that as well this week, and you're going to have a good week to acquire secure long-term assets and investments. Your key word this week, Aries, is power. Okay, our next sign is Taurus, and that's April 21st to May 20th. You know, Taurus, you want to think about friendships this week. You're going to find that particularly in business, you succeed by allying people to yourself. Not a time to dominate people, but to invite them into your inner camp. This is where your wisdom and your power really come from this week. You'll find that the people that become your allies give you valuable insights and information that help you long-term for growth, okay? It's an excellent week for Tauruses that are looking for work as well, because people will feel a natural rapport with Taurus individuals. So you'll be able to say to somebody in an interview, I'm a team player, and they'll feel it and know you mean it, okay? Also this week highlighted for Tauruses are issues connected to spiritual development. So Taurus, you have a good grounding right now to really delve into those soul energies. You'll also find the area of romance this week, Taurus, that you feel very stable, very grounded, and your relationships are going to be very strong. It's a great time if you've got your eye on that special somebody. You know, have a little flirtation, set up a date. It'll go well for you, okay? Your key word this week, Taurus, is alliances, okay? Our next sign is Gemini, and that's May 21st to June 20th. Gemini, you have the ability to draw people together this week. You are in a social mode, and you will find that you have the maximum success on every front by stepping into your host role. So what I mean by that is, particularly in the work area, try to arrange lunches to get people together. You'll find that you're perceived as a unifier, a team player, and very much a leader. Okay, so social invitations, attend parties, and also hold parties if you have ability to. And invite people, mix and mingle. This is where your power is. You're going to find that in romance, the same energy applies. Just go out, see and be seen, and you're going to grow in your relationships. It's a good week for love. It's a good week for money for Gemini. So you got a lot of free-flowing energy this week. Also highlighted for Geminis are issues connected to travel as well. So if you've been wanting to jump on a plane and go to some far-flung corner of the world, go ahead and go. The interesting thing is, with all that positive energy around social life, you'll be taken right in and received and be given a home, even a faraway place with people you don't know. So definitely travel, explore the world, and be in touch with those around you. Your key word this week, Gemini, is relationships. Build relationships. Okay, our next sign is Cancer, and that's June 21st to July 22nd. Cancer, you are opening your channel right now. Cancers are going to find that their spiritual light is very strong this week. As you see other people get a little crazy with some of that Uranian and Martian energy, you're going to have a clear vision. Stay within yourself. Trust your vision this week. In the work area, you will be the voice of reason, even if everybody else seems to have gone insane, which they may well. Okay, but you stay within yourself. You're going to find, Cancer, this week, I have to be honest, it may be a little challenging in relationships because your channel is so strong. People may have trouble feeling like they can approach you, and it's the spiritual power that they're perceiving around you. They don't necessarily understand it, but don't give up your power right now, because you'll see in the coming weeks that your relationship energy will improve there. But right now, it's more of a solitary week for you guys. Focus on your own soul development. Focus on your career and your stability and long-term growth. You're going to have success. Also highlighted for Cancer this week are issues related to artistic pursuits. So if you've been wanting to start paintings or take a sculpting class, anything like that, you will have an awesome time. Your key word this week, Cancer, is psychism. That's a good word. All right. Our next sign is Leo, and that's July 23rd to August 22nd. Leos, it's no wonder that you are, I call you guys the stars of the Zodiac. This week, there's a lot of fire and earth energy that makes you feel very grounded and yet very powerful. I would encourage Leos to definitely step up their leadership role. This is an excellent week for Leos to get career advancement. So you want to step into that role, state your mind clearly, and just, don't be shy, don't be afraid to offend anybody, because you won't. People are going to perceive you in a glamorous light and a trustworthy light. So this is your power week in career. This energy is also around Leos in relationships. Now, Leo, I tell you, you may have to beat them off with a stick, because you're going to be chased by people who are attracted to you. And if you're a Leo who's already in a relationship, warn your partner that this energy is happening this week. So when people start flirting with you in public, your partner would say, oh, are you cheating on me? Who's that person? They seem to know you. No, no. Leos have star quality. Strangers will just run up to you and try to kiss you this week and be all enamored with you. So you may have to kind of be a little careful that, you may draw people that are a little unstable. There's a kind of a planetary alignment that shows that some of that energy could be a little strange. Don't worry about it. It's just adoration. And you guys know how to handle it. Also highlighted for Leos this week are energies connected to creative writing. So Leo, if you've been wanting to pen a book, write a song, write a poem, start that as well. You've got the energy flowing. Your key word this week, Leo, is perform. All right. Our next sign is Virgo, and that's August 23rd to September 22nd. Virgos, this week you are the knowledge keeper. You are the wisdom keeper. People are going to look to you, Virgo, as the person who's in the know. So definitely have your facts, your figures, your understandings with you at all times. It's an excellent week for Virgos, particularly in career, because what you Virgos are going to find is a lot of people around them are disorganized this week. Virgos, you will fulfill your perfect organization skills and be the real hit this week. Virgos will find that the supervisors around them are going to really rely on them. So it may be a little bit of a heavy work week, but it's going to be a week that you come out of really shining, looking great. Virgos, you may find in relationships you have to be a little careful this week that you don't treat your partner as kind of a business associate, because you're going to be in such an organized mode that you might treat them as like a project rather than a person. So there's a little bit of challenge in relationships. So you're going to have to really be attentive to that this week. And if you kind of switch off that business side and then be the person that you are, the truly gifted psychic person, you'll have a better time in romance. Okay, so that's your challenge in relationships this week. Also highlighted for Virgos are issues connected to spiritual studies. So if you've been wanting to, study yoga or study psychic development, very strong energy around that. Your key word this week, Virgo, is demonstrate. All right, our next sign is Libra, and that's September 23rd to October 22nd. Libras, I've always said it, and it's true, you are the friends of the whole world. Libras will take in any stray animal or any straggling, struggling person into their world. And, Libras, this week really shows that energy around you. You're going to find this week, particularly in the work area, that a lot of people are being drawn to you. They're going to seek out personal help, personal advice, and guidance. Be the voice of wisdom for them. Be the friend to them that they need. Virgo, sometimes you may have a difficulty this week feeling like, when does my business life end? When does my personal life begin? It's going to be a blend, okay? And for right now, that's just kind of the energy. So the thing is, what Libras want to do is make sure to take time for themselves. It's very good to step back from the fray and do some things for you. Libras would do well this week to focus on things like shopping, just to get away from the routine, go in the park, take up an exercise regime, because you want to do something to shift your consciousness so you don't burn out, okay? In terms of romance for Libra, also, it's going to be an interesting week because people will be fascinated with you and drawn to you, and you may have a lot of admirers also. You and the Leos are going to have an interesting week as far as that. So take your time with relationships, though, this week, Libra. Focus on friendship first, and then you'll move forward. Also highlighted for Libras are business development. So if you're a Libra and you've been wanting to develop a business, get something going, definitely a good week for that. Your key word this week, Libra, is befriend. Befriend everyone. All right. Our next sign is Scorpio, October 23rd to November 22nd. Scorpios, right now, you may be feeling intense energy emotionally around you. This could be a little bit of a challenging week because as you go to, particularly in the work area, you just want to kind of focus on your task, but people may be so erratic around you that it makes you feel imbalanced and nervous yourself. Scorpios are going to have to really work on biting their tongue not to cross the line this week. Allow others to be insane, but try to stay out of it. You'll have a better week at work and more success. And in the end, your supervisors will say, well, that person, that Jim or whoever they are, Scorpio guy, really has poise and focus. And that's what you're going for this week, okay? In the area of relationships, Scorpio, also, you want to kind of slow down on the emotional front. So you may be feeling a little compulsive right now, like I have to get this relationship fixed or I have to get it going. Slow that down. Take everything slow. Focus on communications, first with yourself and then with others. You'll have a better time in relationships. Also highlighted for Scorpios here this week are issues connected to the occult. So if you've been wanting to explore things like spiritualism or magic, that's also highlighted for you this week. Your key word this week, Scorpio, is balance. Okay. Our next sign, Sagittarius, November 22nd to December 21st. Sagittarius, people around you may be very free-flowing this week with money. They may just kind of go with the flow. It's a good week for Sagittarius not to feel compelled to do extremes. People around you may go to extremes, Sagittarius. Your power is not following them, okay? In the business area, don't be so free-willing. Really check your facts, check your knowledge before you speak this week. You'll also find in relationships this week that you may have a tendency, because you are very generous as a person, that you may go overboard and say, oh, I want to buy my special someone, $10,000 in diamonds. Well, that might be nice, but this week just hold off and then think about that purchase, okay? So everything around you right now is slowing down, trying to conserve your resources and just get a better grip on things financially. Your key word this week, Sagittarius, is save. All right. Our next sign is Capricorn, December 22nd to January 19th. Capricorn, you are in artistic mode this week. You're going to find that all the free-flowing ideas are coming to you. The wonderful thing is you also have a very balanced and grounded energy, so that you'll be able to move forward in a methodical way that brings success to you. It's very good, important for Capricorns this week to really pay attention to that inner voice, that inner vision, because that's really where your success comes from. It doesn't come from just facts and figures on a paper. It comes from inner knowing this week. Also in the area of relationships, Capricorn, what you're going to find this week is that romantically, you're seeing clearly who you're partnering with or about to partner with. So that's a good energy. Trust that inner sight, and you'll find that your relationships are on a really straight and clear track going forward. Capricorn, you're not one to play games, and what's nice is you're going to clearly see who wants to play a game and who wants to be in relationships seriously. So honor that wisdom this week. Also highlighted for Capricorns this week are issues connected to business development. So if you're a Capricorn, want to start a company, look into that. Get that going. Your key word this week, Capricorn, is create. All right, our next sign is Aquarius. Ooh, I like that sign. And that's January 20th to February 18th. Aquarius, you are very much like the Cancers this week. You are in channeling mode. The spirit is moving through you. You're having great psychic visions, a great connection to the spirit world. You'll find also that energy for you actually serves you in the work world. Aquariuses have the ability to kind of go in and bring spiritual knowledge to the workforce without sounding preachy. So Aquarius, be your zany self this week, because your craziness is well received. There are a lot of positive Uranian elements this week that mean that Aquarius's ruling planet is their power source. So you don't have to be so buttoned down and conservative. You can be a little crazy and free-willing, and it will be received, okay? In the area of relationships this week, Aquarius, also you're going to find that you are literally channeling to you the person that is like your soulmate or connected to your higher self. So if you're looking for a relationship, channel that as well, okay? And if you're an Aquarius who's in a relationship, remember, you have the power of mind-to-mind contact. So think it before you say it, and then it will be received by your partner and not considered strange, okay? Also highlighted for Aquarius this week are issues connected to spiritual pursuits and studies. If you're an Aquarius, you're interested in exploring astrology or spiritualism, a lot of energy for those studies around you. Your key word this week, Aquarius, is illumine. All right, and our last sign on the wheel, oh my gosh, I can't believe it, is Pisces. You know, Pisces, maybe we'll have you next week so you don't have to wait so long, okay? Pisces is February 19th to March 20th. You know, Pisces, what you've got right now is you've got a lot of that friendship energy like the Libras. You're good at socializing. You're good at mixing and mingling. And you will find that you accomplish more this week by literally going out for extended lunches. Now, it may sound strange. You think, well, I have to stay and focus on my work. Make sure to go out for those lunches. Those are social times, and it's the social energy that brings you breakthroughs and success this week. You're going to find in relationships as well, you know, you may find that just going out and keeping it light is also important. It's not a really strong week for Pisces to be very serious. So even in romance, make it light, make it social, and then you'll have success, okay? So you're going to see this week on both fronts, business as well as relationships. It's like you succeed more by just having more fun, okay? So there you go. Now, also highlighted here for Pisces this week are issues connected to creative writing. So if you're a Pisces and you feel like writing a poem or a song to share with somebody, be open to that creative energy. It'll make your week brighter as well. Your key word this week, Pisces, is negotiate over lunch. Oh my gosh, guys, can you believe it? I tell you, there are horoscopes. We went around our big wheel, and those are for Sunday, May 1st. Excuse me, from Monday, May 1st to Sunday, May 7th. I hope you got a lot out of that. I am so glad you're here. And listen, I have to tell you guys, you know, people write to me all the time. They say, Psyche Bob, I'm scared to go out of my house. Mercury's in retrograde. Listen, don't get fearful about the Zodiac. When you're in a time of stress in your life, remember that the stars inspire, they do not control or compel. And if you're in a time of anxiety and stress, just take a deep breath, release it, pause, and look to the stars. Above us, the stars of the Zodiac are always rotating and moving, and that means each day the universe is bringing to you a new blessing. So don't be afraid, but keep faith, hope, and love in your heart, and let the stars be your friends. That's what they are. They're allies on the journey. So they don't dominate you. They share the ride with you and help you and guide you on the way. Well, guys, thank you for being here. I am so glad to be here. I'm so honored to have the chance to share my horoscopes with you, and I hope you enjoyed these today. Tell me in the box below, what is your zodiac sign? Hey, baby, what's your star sign? Tell me in the box below. I'd love to hear it. You guys are the best. Listen, keep it here. We got more coming. Tomorrow is going to be, what's tomorrow? Tuesday, we have messages from the spirit world. You don't want to miss that, so make sure to be here. But anyways, I'm so glad you're here. Like this video, favorite it, share it with your friends. And if you haven't done so, hit subscribe. Be part of our channel. We'd love you to be here. And pop over to my website and check out my books and pick up one for a friend as well. You guys rock. I love you. I send you blessings. We'll see you back here tomorrow for, as I said, messages from the spirit world. But until then, may you always blessed be.